That's good enough. Okay. Let me just... There we go. We are live. Yay! I told you I was either gonna do something on Wednesday or Friday, and I figured tonight's probably better, because it's gonna be a busy weekend for a lot of people, myself included, probably. I do have work on Friday and everything, so. Anyway, tonight I really the other thing that pushed me over the edge on this, whether to stream or not, was like the a lot of the podcasts and stuff that I listen to are talking about 7.1 spoilers and stuff, and I'm like, I haven't finished 7.1 yet. Oh. So all of the normal like podcasts that I listen to at work while I'm doing just menial labor with magic cards, it's just become a situation of like, oh, I've got nothing to listen to that's engaging and interesting. Oh, so anyway, so then I'm like, I have to finish it tonight. So that's what we're doing. I don't know how much more of the MSQ that I've got to go. Because I have been avoiding spoilers like the plague. Oh, we are gonna finish it tonight so that I can listen to my podcasts again. And then, you know, if we've got extra time to kill, maybe I'll maybe I'll clear the map. Maybe I'll do some roulettes or weekly stuff, who knows. We'll just hang out for a bit. Societal currency. Interesting. I don't remember these buttons changing. I haven't really looked at my currency tab in a long time. Burn it down. Alright. So, last we left off, Kona was hanging out with this thing. The thing. Oh, what are they called? Rathy? Thrathel? Rotunda? No. Ronique. Ha! I got there. I did get there. I wasn't just saying random nonsense. The Ronique. God, I would have felt embarrassed if I just rambled on about rotundas and stuff. Yeah, here we go. The Ronique River is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others return from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Okay. Sure. Let's go. Let's go.
Help! Help!
Oh, it's voiced.
Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
Ronek, huh? Okay.
Be safe with me. Please. Be careful out there.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time. It's Ronek, apparently, but with 2 E's.
Make haste. We must protect the Ronek.
That's so weird. 2 R's and 2 E's, and it's Ronek. What's Aaronville's job? Brilliant conviction. Breaking limits as only a true warrior of light could.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
It's okay, Bubba. Stroke the trembling Ronek. Alright. We're not gonna read anything into that. We're just gonna do the job. We're gonna help these poor fluffies out. I mean, look at that. They're so big and fluffy.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Okay, alright. If you say so. Wait, is this the whole mission? Just run around and pet Ronique?
None shall be left behind.
Sorry, Ronek?
There must be something up ahead. Come.
There we go. We get some combat.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Wow. That was cool. Where's Arenville?
In a panic was clearly an understatement.
Oh, he's over there. Alright.
More are coming!
Kona, what the frickin'... What the frick?
You're mine.
An alpha alligator. Uh-oh.
All or nothing then.
Okay.
It seems that did the trick.
You'll be okay.
For the fodder at least. But where's...
Where indeed? Nope, there it is. Whoa.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Rona Griever, and no mistake.
Aw, the baby.
There! That one there! Not so fast!
What a cool scene.
Even should it cost me my life.
I will save the Hetzel!
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
You got it.
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer!
Okay.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
We're dealing some damage, don't worry.
Buy me some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
Okay. Making sense so far. Hmm. This is proving a little difficult. Well, not difficult, just time consuming, I guess. And to the point where I'm like, I should have played a DPS. Whoa!
Thinking corner.
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
I don't know. The ether is there, conducted by the scales. Now trace that back to the point of greatest density.
I've got it!
Whoa!
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and... You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Okay, if you say so. Let's mess him up. Just freaking over here casting Fall Malefic over and over again.
Not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Oh, I see. Yep. Uh-oh.
You must disperse that ether ere the reaver recovers it.
Got it.
This is going to hurt.
go down. There we go. Not too shabby.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
Sure you can.
You, most of all, vow of reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Mm-hmm.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
Are you my dad?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetso!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran, and as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. of these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek.
Even though that makes no sense.
Now I see. They didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am done, servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Okay. I mean, yeah. To know the Hetzel are safe is more than enough. Yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. See, okay, maybe I just have a problem with parents. Cause it's like you don't know them. You know the story of them, and then you have an idea in your head of like who they were, and that's nice and everything. But like, they didn't, raise you or teach you these things. So you're coming to these conclusions on your own, and framing and stuff. But it just seems like we're just being sentimental. You don't. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the least I owe them after all this time. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them anything. They did what they wanted to do, which was to protect you, and well, to protect the Ronek as well. They weren't doing you like a favor or anything. They were doing what they made their own choices, right? And if you want to pay them some kind of tribute or pay respects to them, right? Then that's your own choice too, but it's not like owing someone feels like an obligation. And I just don't. I think that's the part that rankles me a little bit. Is like the obligation of owing someone. Or maybe specifically a parent. Maybe I've got some parent issues. Takara, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn servant, and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronek straying from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. Didn't we decide that whistles were not gonna work out because you didn't want to impact the Ronek's grazing area? Like, that's what we talked about before. Like, oh, we could corral them or at least keep them away from the train station. And oh no, we can't do that because we don't want to interrupt their migration or their migration paths. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. Oh, I see. If we used other methods, they would, they'd get freaked out. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it then. Walika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Alright. Walika! You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good news for the railroad, and I can tell you in private over here, so... Ah! So, the Ronek were avoiding the Predator. Smart ones they are, and Valcona's not too bad himself. And with his whistle idea... sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight? Yes. Are they gonna play Smile again? So smile and let the thing within. I don't know how the words go.
We're ready to go.
Whoa. She looks as good as new.
And she's not even covered in bombs.
Time to do a proper job. Could have really made her shine.
Listen, I...
Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort.
You wanna show me the interior sometime?
From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
I know I said I'd stop, but... Delete the wife. Game is a bit quiet. Okay. I think that might just be in my settings. I'll turn it up after this.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Although, do you have to stop the train every time to fire up the whistle? Like, oh, the Ronak is on the tracks, we gotta stop the train and then blow the whistle? And then continue the train? Okay, let's check my system settings. Sound is, yeah, sounds a little low. Okay. How's that? Is that better? But now that we've tested, now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. Great. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Shaktaral, here we come. And I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamachi? Delete the wife. Anyway. Ah! Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale? What do you have her working on? Galulja's mother. I'd feel the same as in his shoes, have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind, because she left it with me. And I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kafkiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Do. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course! We can give you the full story on the way. load screen, and that's how it happened. Oops. It's my Wondrous Tales book. Speak with Graha in the back room. Oh, well, I'm not going to take the long way. I don't mind taking the scenic route sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta just take the quick travel. Let's see. Do. Let me in! Let me in! And so, yeah, then they built another train. I mean, we all knew they were gonna eventually. A simple yet elegant solution. And thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Hey! I'm interrupting something, I gather. You're never interrupting, Stola. Why, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenotaph for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert in electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've... Uh-oh. I clicked through. Hold on. Let me rewind that.
There was a mountain of data to sift through. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so... To answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tashul Jah herself.
Okay, let me just read real quick what the last thing Ishtola said was. I'd like to take a closer look. I can join you. And then she turns to me and she says, lest you... Ooh. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. I see. All right. All right. Back at it.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
I feel bad I completely forgot what Shale's voice sounds like.
My name is Teishalja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. officially I am, was a Chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuiyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
You say that.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Him or a child or...
Today. It should have been today. The beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough.
I see.
So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
You thought the baby would bring you closer together.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't.
Why is he so surprised? How...
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Oh my goodness.
all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
The baby. I can't. What the heck? Just, oh my god. Freaking psycho mom wants to, like, oh, if we have a baby, then did he consent to it? Because he seemed surprised. Did Zeralja? Did she just ask for his DNA or something? And then just like, oh, here, I made you this baby. See, you know, I thought when I first saw Galulja, right? I'm like, he's a clone of Zeralja, right? Obviously, that's the only way that any of that could have been possible, probably. And so then I'm like, oh, this must have been something that Sphene tried. Maybe I'll go back and clip it out of the stream. Do like a shorts thing or something. I don't know. But I was like, oh yeah, Sphene made a clone to try to give Zeralja a family and, you know, maybe calm him down or something. Turns out that was not Sphene's intention at all. She had nothing to do with this, but that is basically why Galulja exists. And to have that, all of that on a child, like, yeah, it's not the same. It's not the exact same, but like I can relate a little bit, and that's just horrific. To have that kind of pressure. And I mean, it is a good thing that he did not actually have to grow up with both of his parents, because his mom would have 100% made him feel like it was his responsibility to keep them together and keep them happy. And that's how you... okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. Gotta focus, sorry. Jesus. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be, Galulja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galulja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Oh, I love his little hops. His little happy hops. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word over the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Iodide 9? Yeah, what happened while we were gone? Oh. Thought that was somebody else for a second. So we're not gonna go with them then. Laynode 9, not Inode 9. Dummy. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Yeah, I changed my hair color and I'm not quite pleased with it. You can still, yeah, you can still definitely tell the difference.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh, they're scared to leave at all.
Was one of the hunters slain by a beast?
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What?
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do!
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
What is happening right now?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
She's a computer program. She was assembled from memories, so...
Gusson, you were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
She could be recreated.
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Oh no.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Have you now?
All of us shall be made endless.
Did you see how her crown just glowed?
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received Neo regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all.
I don't like this.
One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Um.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Someone built a new Sphene or used a backup of her memory data? This is just like what happened to Ardbert. Oh my gosh. This is just like what happened with Ardbert. We were, cause remember when we were in the Crystarium, and then everybody was like, oh, the Warriors of Light are cool actually. And then Ardbert showed up, but it was Elidibus the whole time, and he was just disguised as Ardbert. Holy crap, is that an Ascian? Well, I mean, okay, so like maybe it's not an Ascian, maybe it's just like a... But like Sphene was a program, right? She was constructed from the Queen's memories, so they could have just made a new one. But she could be an Ascian. What would the Ascians want with 5,000 souls? Who made them forget? Who altered that memory? Because that's where the answer is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and it's playing the Ardbert music. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Mezzo terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. Erased. He would say erased, not erased. Erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, That was likely the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the queen of reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. So say we all. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. No, 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 no. Don't to be continued me. Don't to be continued me. Stola? She's there.
Oh, where am I?
They said someone with strong enough will would stick around.
My people, are they safe?
Sphene is here.
Why am I?
In fear of death, the people turned to Queen Reborn their fates to learn. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I need... are you there? What the heck? I need to talk. What the heck? Yeah, it does seem like that is the real Sphene. And from the side quests in not Mario Lamentorum, in Living Memory, the side quests, they are set up in such a way that they're like, oh, if somebody has like a strong enough will or strong enough unfinished business or something, that they'd stick around for a while. So I don't know if that's what's going on with the Sphene over there. And of course, if we go over there now, they're not going to be there, right? Yeah. The Juno raid? What makes you say that? Oh, you're right. If they have the memories, all they need is Electrope. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, do you want to do stuff? And 11? Okay. Oh yeah, I mean there was the solo duty, and then it was basically it. I mean, a bunch of cutscenes, and holy crap, just some absolute bombshells. We go from Galulja. Poor Galulja. My little baby. And just freaking trauma, and then this fiend. There's a faker. Do you think? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happens now. All right. Well, you know what? Let me just wrap up the stream here, and then we'll do some 11 stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Well. Yeah. Like let's see. No, not that button. That button. There we go. Haha. I can make him look at the camera. So I'm gonna go. But I did want to make sure that I got like I said, I couldn't stand seeing all the videos and podcasts going up and being like, hey, we have to talk about 7.1. And I'm like, I'm not done with 7.1 yet. You can't. So anyway, I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. Look. Man, am I gonna have to do a video now? But like a video? I've been meaning to get around to it. I just haven't like gotten the time. That's one of the reasons I wanted to like look at adjusting my streaming schedule. Give me some time for more creative endeavors, maybe do like actual edited videos and stuff. That's something to I'm still deliberating on that, figuring out what that's even gonna look like. So that's probably not gonna be a thing soon, but I don't know, maybe I'll start working on it soon. Who knows? I'm honestly not sure how fast I could even get a video out if I started. That's part of the reason I don't have anything out yet. Just been doing streams. I mean, I also have a full-time job, so like that also. But holy crap, this patch, right? Okay, all right. I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Have a sane Thanksgiving. And you know, maybe appreciate the fact that America, that all of America's on stolen land. No, that's a whole different conversation. But anyway, be nice to people is I guess what I should have said there. But sometimes my brain says something and there's like only one thought going on. And that's definitely my one thought for Thanksgiving, is just like, oh yeah, we're gonna celebrate the America, and it's like, oh, why would we do that? America's, and then all the bad things, and it's just like, it's fine. You know, people need to, and I said this before, people need to take opportunities to celebrate where they can, when they can, with the people that they love. So that should be the real takeaway for Thanksgiving. Just be nice, be kind to each other. You don't have to be nice, but be kind to each other, and appreciate the people that are in your life. And yeah, that's more the note I want to leave on. Sorry, it was kind of an epic journey to the end of that sentence, but yeah, that's where I want to end on. Okay, bye.